Hey, what's going on, people? Check it out. Brand new year, man, meaning there's 365 days to bring you some bangers like the two that I have on the screen, man. Yeah, what you're looking at right now are some Cadison watches, Chinese made. Yes, they are decent watches. Trust me. All right. I'm going to give you the rundown in just a second. And yeah, I think you're going to like these watches, man. First and foremost, thank you so much to my subscribers for jumping on board the journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2023 is going to be a good year because I got a lot to bring your way, man. A lot to bring your way. For those that haven't subscribed, that are sitting on the fence, please consider subscribing, all right? And to subscribers and those that haven't subscribed, please, please, please be sure to share, be sure to like, and please leave comments, man, because I'm really trying to grow this channel, really trying to improve. And any kind of criticism, comments would greatly help me out, all right? So let's get into this, man. Without further ado, we are looking at two beautiful watches. The one with the blue dial, that's the Cadisen C8203. And the one with the gray dial, that is the Cadison C8185. These watches are bangers, baby. These watches are serious, man. The reason why I say that is because they're affordable, man. I mean, extremely affordable. And they got the look, man. Not only that, but the features that these watches come with at the price point with the look. Come on now. There's no way that you can say no, all right? Especially if you like this style of dress, casual type of watch, all right? So without further ado, we're going to start off with the watch with the dial that's blue. Yeah, I know you guys like that rhyme. You guys didn't know that I was a rapper, huh? So we're going to start with the C8203, and then I'm going to bring you to the 8185. All right, so here we go. So what we're looking at right now, we are looking at a blue sunburst dial. Check that effect out. Come on, people, check that out. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Imagine when this is out in natural light in the sun. This thing shines. It looks very beautiful. All right. On this blue dial, sitting on it, we have rectangular indices going from the 1 to the 11 o'clock. All right. The only exceptions, as you can see on the dial, would be the 3 and the 12, of course, because at the 3 is the date complication and at the 12 is the day complication. All right. The day complication now, from Monday through Saturday, the font, the color of the font is black ink, while the Sunday is in red ink. And as you can notice, just looking at the word there, Saturday, it is the full word as opposed to the abbreviation like you'll find on some watches. All right. Continuing on, underneath the day, you have the Kadison logo. All right. It's a triangle, upside down triangle. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is, but nonetheless, it is there. It is raised, all right, and fixed on the dial under the 12. Under that, we have the words Cadison Automatic. And then at the 6 o'clock position, right above it, we have the words 10 ATM, so 10 atmospheres, waterproof, sapphire, and of course the sapphire referring to the crystal. The date complication, like I said, of course, as you can see it at the 3 o'clock. And the day complication sitting at the 12. Very, very easy to adjust. Everything is all done so with the screw out crown. All right. To change the date, you go counterclockwise. To change the day, you go clockwise. Right. The date there again, you're looking at the Cyclops, so you see the magnification. It is, I'm thinking about 1.5 to 2 times magnification. The Cyclops in and of itself is really straight. It's very, very straight, all right? So you don't have to worry about, you know, some of these crooked watches. I know like Invicta, for example, when you order some of those watches, man, it's hit and miss, man, with the Cyclops, you know? It's either bang on or it's horribly off, right? Here's something that I want to show y'all, though, man. This is one of the biggest features that I love about this watch, all right? I'm going to tell you, this watch, I purchased this watch for $95 Canadian, all right? So far, I've given you that this watch has a sapphire crystal, right? It's got a blue sunburst dial. I've given you that already, all right? You see the two complications, the day and the date, okay? Now, check this out, man. We are moving further, and I hope you can see it. Come on now. I know y'all can see that. Look at that. In the inner ring, or as they would call the rehaut, you can see the word Cadison engraved in the rehaut. All right? You see that? Come on, people, take that in. That is beautiful, man. What a classy touch. What a classic touch. All right, for those that know their watches, yes, I know this is a Rolex bite, a Rolex copy, all right? And Rolex does this on their modern watches. They've been doing it for quite some time with the word Rolex, of course, engraved all around the rehaut. It's much deeper, of course, much thicker, more distinctive, and it's on a brushed rehaut as opposed to this one being polished, all right? Nonetheless, it's a beautiful feature. Moving on, all right, we have the rectangular indices, and I know there are guys out there that want to know, what about the loom? What about the loom? Yeah, this watch has loom. It's weak, man. I'm telling you, it's weak, straight up, all right? Those white strips in the indices and the white strips that you can see in the hour and the minute hand, very, very weak, and it doesn't last long. Unfortunately, I don't have the facilities to actually show you this, but I'm telling you, man, it's not strong at all. All right. Now, as we continue to move on, let me take this off because there's more to show. All right. There we go. Because we're moving on to the case now. Look at that case. Look at the case, baby. Stainless steel. Come on. Polished. Cheese. What more could you ask for, man? Oyster style. Look at it, man. It's got that pillow style look. Come on, man. Just like the Rolex day date or the Oyster Perpetual. Yeah, very, very nice, man. Very nice. So what we're looking at right now, again, it is stainless steel polished finished. On the back here, let me just pull it to you. On the back here, we have the see-through screw-down case back, showcasing the powerhouse, which is none other than the Miyota 8285 automatic movement. That's right, baby. Japanese citizen working hard away at this, man, making this watch tick. All right. Case-wise, this watch is 40 millimeters in diameter, so from the 8 to the 2. All right. From the 9 to the 3, so we're including the crown here, that is 43 millimeters. The thickness from the case back all the way to the sapphire dome is 12 millimeters. And from lug to lug, we're looking at 22 millimeters, right? Another thing that I really love about this watch, all right, I'm really, really fond about this, the Rolex Explorer look to it, which is the beveled solid bezel, all right, stainless steel, and it just adds to it, man. It's such a beautiful look. Such a nice look, man. But continuing on with the bracelet now. I mean, look at the bracelet, man. Come on now. It reminds you of the presidential bracelet that comes with the date watch, doesn't it? Look at it. Look at the links, man. This thing's serious. So we're looking at both ends, all right, are polished. And of course, the middle link here is, both ends are brushed, man. I apologize. Both ends are brushed and the middle link is polished. All right. From the side, we're looking at the semicircle shape with, of course, the adjustments, which are pin adjustments. All right. So it's just a matter of hammering those out when you want to adjust your bracelet. We are looking at a butterfly clasp. Okay. And it closes up. There we go. Where it is no longer seen. It's barely seen. So that is a hidden clasp. Proper. Yeah. Very nice, man. The bracelet measures at 22 millimeters. Okay, so right here, the lugs, 22 millimeters. And let me just drop it down for you. It tapers all the way down to 18 millimeters. That's it, people. This watch is a serious banger for $95 Canadian. I'm sure it's much cheaper in American currency. Purchase it off of Aliexpress. Y'all got to check this out because this thing is beautiful, man. So moving on, what else do we have? We have the 8185 now, right? This watch is very similar to the 8203 with a few exceptions, all right? All the measurements are the same. The case measurements, the diameter, the bracelet, everything else is the same with the exception of course, the obvious. Right there in front of you, you are looking at a beautiful gray meteorite looking dial. All right. This is a straight copy from Rolex. All right. They did an okay job. All right. It looks fairly decent. You can see the texture on it. Look at it. There you go. I'm trying to give you as much as I can. It isn't bang on, but you know what? Again, this is an homage. And yeah, it looks fairly decent. It looks fairly decent. Instead of the rectangular indices, we are looking at Roman numerals, specifically at the 2, the 4, the 6, the 8, and the 10. Of course, the same day and date functions as well. The Roman numerals, just getting back to that really quickly, they are raised, as you can see. All right. This particular watch, though, it has absolutely none, zero, no loom whatsoever. For those loom boys out there that, want their watches to glow all the time, what about the loom? What about the loom? No, bro. This ain't got no loom, man. There's no loom on this. I'm sorry. So you're not going to take this out at night or whatever it is that you want to do with it. You're definitely not going to go diving with this. It does say 10 atmospheres, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't take this into the water, dive in. No way. The most I'd probably do, maybe take it into a little turtle pool. And that's probably about it, man. But another giveaway, too, continuing on here, is the bezel, man. Look at that. The Rolex looking fluted bezel. Look at that, man. Y'all need to see this in the sun. Woo! Look at those angles, man. When this thing is the sun, it just shines, man. It just blings. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. This watch is amazing. It's amazing. One other thing that I didn't touch on, yes, I did mention the crown function, but I forgot to mention that the crown in and of itself, it is signed. All right. So that's a nice little added touch again. Again, from the side profile here, we are looking at the oyster style pillow-like case. Very, very nice. Very, very decent homage, if you will, to the Rolex day date. All right. Getting them both back up here. Take a look at them, people. Very nice watches. Very nice for the price. $95 again, Canadian. This one, I bought it for about $135 Canadian. And they're both worth every penny. All right. In terms of the quality, the construction of the watches, they're decent. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. They're decent. They're not spectacular over the top. They're not going to weigh, like a proper diver's watch, let's say, right? These are dress watches. These are casual watches. All right. You want to just go out there and you want something on your wrist that looks good, but you can bang around and you don't want to spend all that money. Come on now. Seriously? How can you tell me that these watches don't look good, man? They look beautiful. They look amazing, man. These watches are sick. Yeah, sorry I said that. These watches are amazing, man. So, obviously, I know what y'all are waiting for. Y'all are waiting for the money shot. So, you know what? Let's start with the A203. And let's get this thing on my wrist so you can see what it looks like, all right? So, just give me a second to adjust this. The butterfly clasp. Okay. There you go, people. Check it out. All right. Stainless steel case, stainless steel bezel. Look at the rehaut as I turn my wrist with the words Cadison inside it. Check it out. Look at that. Never mind my fingerprints. Obviously, I've been holding this throughout this review. Look at that. Look at that, people. Take it in. All right. Now, let's get the 8185 on the wrist. All right, so you guys can see what that looks like. All right. And for those that just want to stare at the watch and take it in, there it is, people. All right. There it is. That's what the watch looks like. Okay. So let me get it on the wrist. Bear with me here. Butterfly clasp. There we go. All right. Look at that meteorite dial, people. Check that out. Check that out, man. And again, with the rehaut, this is Cadison engraved on the inside. It's polished. I would have preferred brushed, but nonetheless, it's visible. You can see it. Nice added touch. The fluted bezel. Whoo, look at that, man. Of course, the raised cyclops there. And then continuing on to the hidden clasp. All right. So people, I hope you really enjoyed this, man. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. All right, please be sure to leave your comments below and please share this video. All right, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and y'all continue to stay blessed.